right, Detroit Lions have around $53 million in cap space. I mean, most people would just be like, most common folk like, they got $53 million. They could just go trade for Trey Hendrickson right now. And I don't think the issue with Hendrickson is the draft capital. From what I heard, it was the deal. You hear people say, you gotta give up a first. I think they just want a second or third round pick for him. I don't think it's, him wanting to be paid between $30 and $35 million. So I think that's the issue. I think that's the issue that people are kind of like hung up with. He wants 35 million. I think more teams are willing to pay him between around 25 million. That's just my assumption on the 25 million. But you like, Lions got it, and this, that, and the third, and they can just go ahead and do it, and they're not gonna just fuck their cap up. This is what Holmes going into his 5th season. He cleaned the cap up fairly fast. You gotta understand, the NFL is full of fake money. The money that the teams make is real. The money that the players make is fake, or set to make is fake. The guarantee number is what you're looking at, right? So obviously they couldn't afford Darius Smith. Right now, that's a lie unless they make another major move. And like I said before, they're prioritizing the Patriot way. In a lot of ways, check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. They're still embodying the Patriots way. While Martha or the Forrest love the Patriot way was cheap. Their way is cheap. And don't get me wrong, to be a spending motherfucker, that's not smart, because Dan Snyder, when he owned the Commanders, he spent a ton of money, and that did not go well for him, right? So, you have to find a balance, right? So when you look at the Detroit Lions, they don't have enough money to pay Darius Smith, they just don't value him. That's just what it is. They don't value him. Don't get it twisted. They don't value him. So they don't want to pay. They don't want to be reckless and give somebody like Trey Hendrickson $30 to $35 million. Why would you do that? In a way that doesn't make any freaking sense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So at the end of the day, I get it. I definitely understand it. They're going to take care of their guys and build through the draft. But the Patriots was able to have success doing that because they had Tom Brady. And once Brady left, the whole operation fell apart. So we'll see. They may have something up their sleeve, post June 1st cuts. If they get past the draft and they don't trade for nobody, then I think, then start to panic. But I mean, obviously also the draft selections. So, at the end of the day, it's this UCLA guy that they like, but he only been a pass rusher for one college season. So how does he come in and fix your pass rush problem? He doesn't. That doesn't make sense to draft somebody at that point to come help you right away. He ain't gonna help you right away. People think the Lions can go in a different rush, offensive lineman, receiver, somewhere. I don't know. He might, be the smartest guy in the room and take a pass rusher in the 5th round if they like. And with his track record, it's probably going to work out eventually. But they don't feel like they have a pass rush issue. Let them. I don't put no faith in the line. You don't see me project their wins and losses. I don't put no faith in them. I didn't put no faith in them all last season and the 50 seasons before that. They just don't deserve it. Oh, they turning it around. Yeah, they turning it around. But 1 or 2 good seasons ain't enough for 30-plus years of heartbreak. Let me just say that again. 1 or 2 seasons don't arrest 30 years of heartbreak unless you win a Super Bowl. So I'll wait and see. I mean, I trust Brad know what he's doing. No point of, be like Cleveland and give Watson all that money and it still don't work out. You can go get these free agents, give them all that money, and it don't work out. Pay that man all that money, he come get you 7.5 sacks. You expecting 17.5. I feel him. So it's always a crapshoot. It's always a crapshoot. So just because they got it don't mean you got to spend it. Same thing apply. Just because you got it, hey, sometimes it's best to save it for a rainy day. You ain't got to suspend it. What they suspend? Spend it. What they say, like 70 to 80% of Americans don't have $100 in saved up. It might be 1,000. A lot of them don't even got 100. They don't even have the money available through credit, through cash, through savings for a major emergency, and that's scary. Then guess what? If you ain't got the credit, you can't take out a loan. So that's why you got to have, really you should be across the board. You should have it all: credit, cash. You know what I'm saying? So there be it, if something really does, you got a life-changing event, you can accommodate that. Save it in the form of cash. Save it in the form of precious metals, gold, silvers. I'm in the process of learning that. Save it in the bank if you choose to do so, or in a high interest, high yield account. Make sure you get your credit right while you have credit cards. But we all get a little funky with the credit cards. Be disciplined. Pay them to zero every month, or try to. You got to keep them at the crib. You know what I'm saying? Disable the app so you don't tap and pay. What you got to do, but those come in handy. You got 10,000 of credit line. Hey, you can do a lot with that. And so if an emergency happens, you really ain't stressing. Especially you get a lot of these credit cards in year one. They a lot of them deals be force you to get them because year one don't come with no APR, no interest. So yeah, just because you got it don't mean you got to spend it. Because that's what you hurry up and spend it and do that and there, you put yourself on hold and a better deal come up. If you was more patient, you could have got the better deal. So yeah, I'm trusting in him. I'm not trusting in the Lions. I'm trusting in Brad, and he know what he's doing. And we'll see. It's a lot of flaking going around right now, lying going around. Who knows? They could fuck around and draft a quarterback. Who knows? They could draft the offensive lineman. Who knows? But we have seen with him before. We have seen with Brad before, where you get these situations, and he think he patched these situations up and come to the season. It's a big issue. So it's whatever. So we'll see kind of how they cut this, man. Honestly, but yeah, I look forward to it. Honestly, see how it go. But I'm burnt out on football. Honestly, I'm literally burnt out on it, man. It can take its time. Showing up in September, August, July. I don't, man. This season wore me out like no other season did. No Diddy, no Harvey Weinstein, no Kevin Spacey. But hey, let me know what y'all think about it though. But check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video. Man, I be tearing my hands up, cutting them, chipping a nail. Jesus Christ, this whole hand hurt. But I appreciate y'all. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Peace.